Hello, everyone, and I'm so excited to be on here today. What a busy day I've had. Anyway, I'm coming to you live and in person from St Andrews in Scotland, and I'm a property investor and trainer and coach, and I have been investing in property for a while. So I can't even remember if I said my name. So it's Carole McDougall. And I want to thank Stanislava for letting me come on this platform because it's so cool. It's just amazing. So how can I help you in property? And this is what this is called. So I'll just tell you a wee bit about my background, how I got into property, so let's go back almost 20 years ago, and I have been investing in property for all that time. And I invest in property, I do buy-to-lets, I did have serviced accommodation, I now have Airbnb, and I am also an angel investor. And what I want to say is there's so many ways of investing in property. So many ways. And I'm here to help you. So I've got built up quite a sizable portfolio, and I am now coaching and teaching people how to run their own run their own property business, and I can help you with that. But what I want to start off by saying is a lot of it's got to do with mindset and how you look at property and building a business. And I honestly feel that 90% of the time for success is all down to mindset. And it's so crucial that you have your head in the right space. So I'm also a qualified coach, and I am a rapid transformational therapist as well, or practitioner, I should say. And so I can first of all help you with your mindset and coach you through what you want. Rapid transformational therapy, if you don't know what it is a form of hypnotherapy and coaching as well. And we delve deep into the subconscious mind to actually find out what is holding you back. So I have got the tools and the experience to help you get over your mindset. And it's so important to do that. How I've got over my mindset is I've read books as well. I have gone to coaches. I have really worked really hard on my own mindset, and I have to say that is one of the most important things when you're going into business and in property as well. So that is that. So the next thing what I would be asking you when you're working with me is, why do you want to go into property? What is your reason? And we will delve deep into that, because your reason for why you want to do something is so important. And so I would be asking you, right, why? So most people say, I want more money. But why do you want more money? What is it that you're going to do with the more money? Is it you want to buy a yacht? You want to buy a fancy car? But sometimes that is not even that's not the real reason. So I always say delve deep, 7 levels down, because normally it's to do with time, or it's to do with the family, or it's something to do with what you maybe don't even think that it's to do with. And so that is really important as well. And then there's other ways. I've got 2 accreditations, or two courses that I'm working on just now. And the first one, you could work with me on a one-to-one basis. And that one-to-one basis would be over a 3-month period. And what I would do is I would start off with a 2-hour map out session, and that really is to find out what you want, because it's not what I want, it's what you want. And I will spend lots of time with you to find out exactly what you want and what strategies you want, how much money you want to earn, how much like, is it capital growth that you want, or is it a monthly income? It's all to do with you, and I will be asking these questions. So basically identifying your goals, and it's so powerful actually when you actually sit down to really think deep into this to identify your goals. And then I want to look at how am I going to work with you the way that you want to work, identify that, because again, it's all about you and what you want to achieve out of this one-to-one course. And how the third thing would be how to go about property development or investment. Now, I have invested heavily in property. I've invested heavily in myself, in my education in property. So I've got a wealth of knowledge that I can pass on to you. And just so really this map out session is finding out exactly what you want. And then we will map out a plan to execute this and to actually get you on your way to being a property investor. So I will work with you for 3 months, full 3 months. You've got me. We will have 60-minute calls twice a month, and you have got access to me for 24/7. You've got access to all my knowledge and everything that I can do to help you. The plan will be bespoke and tailored, and it will be made specifically for you how to get into property. And so that is like the first one-to-one. Now, is there anybody on that would like to ask any questions? Because I'm here to follow up with questions as well. And hi, thanks, Stanislava. I want Carole. Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, and you want to invest in Europe as well? Well, I can help you with that. I don't actually know the European market, but investing in property, as far as I'm concerned, is just the same. It would be the same no matter where. The course will be, I'm going through an accreditation as well. So I'm going to go into that and I'll tell you more about I'm actually really excited about this. And it's a diploma. Honestly, it's the best thing. So let me tell you about the other course that I'm going to be doing, which I can offer you and my clients. And it's a business diploma on property development. And this is just probably the icing on the cake. If you want to get into property, I would highly recommend that you go down this route, because you will get everything that on the one-to-one basis, on the one-to-one training, you will achieve everything that I mentioned before. But also what will happen is that what will happen is the business diploma in property development is specifically designed for people who want to take the next step in their journey. And it is CPD accredited, which means that it is to the highest quality standard within the business sector. And that is just amazing. And at the end of it, you will be certified and you will have a diploma with CPD points. And yeah, I would highly recommend this one if you want to have more than the one-to-one. This is going to be something that you could actually do a lot more with. So what does the diploma consist of? It will deliver over a period of 6 months. It will be delivered over a period of 6 months, and it is divided into modules where you are trained on all specifics within the property development sector. And business, and the business side of it as well. So you will be equipped not only how to get into property and what to do, but also how to make a business out of it and get certified for it. So this is way more than just investing in property. This will set you up with multiple income streams out with building a property business, because you can have both. And this is what I'm doing, and I want to just teach this to the people that I am working with. So over the 6 months period, apart from the design modules, you will also get the following. You will get weekly phone calls with me, accountability schedule, and help with viewings if it's, geographically viable for me to do so. And that's the two options that you can work with me on a very, very personal level. And I am so, so excited about this. And I don't actually know of any other like diploma or school that has got what I'm going to offer. So Stanislav, I see the question on here. So for example, a one bedroom, the price is 100,000, but I want to buy two flats. So so you want to buy two flats, I'm not quite understanding. So you want to buy two flats, but you have got a property worth 100,000. Is that right? So what I would say is you need a deposit. If you've got £100,000 and you want to buy two flats, well, it depends on what area, but what you will need is 25% of the total value. So say the value of the flat is 100,000, you will need £25,000 to put down as a deposit. Plus you'll have fees and lawyers' fees and everything like that. But what we would do is do the sums to see if this is viable for you, because we would want to look at, right, is it buy to let that you're going to do? So if it's buy to let, we would find out what the rental values are for you, and we would find out like the pricing, what you're going to get in return, because we want to know what what you're going to earn after all your fees are paid. Another way, if you want to earn more, is pick a location that is maybe for holiday makers. You can make way more money on a holiday let, and maybe 5 times more, maybe more than that, on holiday lets, and especially between April and October. So I've got a holiday let here in St Andrews, the home of golf. So it's an amazing place to come. And I used to have this flat rented out on a month-to-month basis to students, and my cash flow was probably about maybe £400 or £500 a month, but I can make £4,000 a month on that, and that is passive income. That is the income that people are in there just now, and I'm getting paid on them staying there as guests. And what I found was having guests in my property, one, is much more tax efficient, but two, guests look after your property. They're there for short term, they're there for a holiday, and as long as they play by the rules, that's a good way to invest. So you want to invest in the capital of Bulgaria. Now, I haven't been to Bulgaria, so I'm going next year to the retreat. But I'm sure that the capital of Bulgaria is such an amazing place, and people will want to go and visit. Like any city is such an amazing place to have like a holiday let as well. There's other ways to invest if you're not doing the holiday let and you're not doing the buy to let, which is like a long-term let. There's other ways that you can do it as serviced accommodation, which is very, very similar to buy to let, to Airbnb, but it's usually workers that you have. So I used to have a property near Glasgow, and it was workers that were coming from maybe down in England up to Scotland, and they were working on maybe the motorways or the railway network, and they needed places to stay. Or for serviced accommodation, it's fabulous for insurance companies. If they have people maybe who have been flooded from their property or involved in fires, they are looking for accommodation for their insurers, the people that they insure. They're looking for accommodation for them. Oh, there's so many ways to invest in property. If you live near maybe a university, I haven't done this in St Andrews because I didn't need to, but some people want to do what they call as HMO, which is houses of multiple occupancy, and it means that you can have, like if you've got maybe 5 bedrooms, you could have 5 different students in all different bedrooms, all paying for a bedroom. I think that's quite popular in London, and that's a great way to invest as well. But yeah, there's loads of ways that you can work with me. But as I said at the very beginning, investing in property, I over the years have never felt it's been a bad investment, because when I look back to 17, 20 years ago when I invested, the interest rates to get a property, to get a mortgage, were huge, were absolutely huge. Now the interest rates are so low. You can get a property and you can earn in two ways. You can have capital growth, which will give you over time. So it's not instant money. It will be money it's an investment that's going to be working behind the scenes over a period of time. And properties actually, on average, double in value every 10 years, on average. So that is something to think about for the capital growth. But you also want to be making money on a monthly basis. And that's basically what I've done. So basically, when I have bought my properties as well, what you can do as well when you buy a property and it's made that capital growth, and if you really buy smart and under market value at the beginning, what you can actually do is remortgage your property after maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years, pull the extra money out and buy another one, and then rinse and repeat. It's just a system that you want to get into, and rinse and repeat that. I have got, if you want to invest in the UK, I have got a power team. I've got a solicitor, I've got accountants, I've got letting agents, you name it. I've got a power team that can help you. And I've actually got some people that I know down south as well. I know loads. But getting into the property market as well is a fabulous way is to network, get to know lots of people, because if you don't have the money, you can find the money by doing joint ventures. And by doing that, you will be networking with people, getting to know them, because it's all to do with know, like and trust. And that's how business is. And I believe if you treat property as a business, so for me, property as a business, I have got my mentors. I've got people that know more than what I know. I follow them. I never listen to anyone who's not where I want to be, and I get to work. And that's, if you want to work with me, which I would love to work with you, I'm that person. I know more than you. I've done it, and that's what I believe is great for business. Just work with mentors and work with people who know more than what you know. So is there any other questions that I can answer? Or yep. There's I was talking to one of my mentors the other day there, my mentor in property. I worked with her about 4 or 5 years ago, and we had a chat on the phone, and I learned loads from her. I paid a lot of money for my mentorship and everything in property, and but oh my goodness, it's been so worth it. It's been so worth the investment of the money, but investment in me. And I don't think you can take any of that away. So that's why I'm so passionate about coaching and helping people. And there's so many people that want to be financially free. They want to have time freedom. And I believe having a property business is the way forward to do that. So I really hope this has been helpful, and you've enjoyed my wee talk. And if you would like to link up with me, please pop in the messages on the Facebook groups. You can find me on Facebook. It's Carole Mawson McDougall, or Carole McDougall on Instagram and LinkedIn. You can contact me, and I would love to hear from you. And thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you. Bye-bye.